Ever get that feeling, like when you're looking up at the night sky
Mm-hmm.
or maybe even listening to a piece of music and it's like something bigger is out there connecting it all?
Yeah, it's a question people have been asking forever. And what's amazing is we get to listen in on two incredible thinkers
Right.
grappling with that very idea about what Tagore, the poet,
Right.
and Einstein, the scientist.
Yeah.
You sent us their conversation. And I think what makes it so fascinating is it's not like they're disagreeing.
Yeah.
It's like they're both searching for a deeper understanding.
Totally. Yeah. It's like art and science coming together to explore the universe and, like our place in it, all through the eyes of these two, well, giants, really. So, okay, picture this. It's 1930 Berlin. Einstein, he's already like this big-time scientist,
Oh, yeah.
and he invites Tagore to his house.
And it's not some fancy event. Think like a peaceful garden, buzzing with that energy you get when great minds meet. They weren't there to argue. They were there to explore. Tagore wrote a lot about how we're just here for a little while in this giant universe. He saw our lives, all of us, like threads woven into something much bigger.
Which makes you wonder, how do we make sense of how beautiful the universe is with,
Right.
well, how messy and complicated being human can be, right?
Yeah.
Tagore, he came from this deeply spiritual place. He believed the universe was alive, like it was nurturing our souls.
And, Einstein's world, it was equations, it was logic, but
Yeah.
even he talked about having this spiritual experience when he was thinking about the cosmos. Like he felt that sense of awe too.
Wow.
So they came at it from different angles,
Yeah.
but both Tagore and Einstein, they felt that pull towards something bigger than themselves.
I love that. And this is where their views, they kind of come together in this really amazing way. Because Tagore, he said that art, poetry, they capture the things science can't,
Yeah.
like emotions, connections, what it really means to be alive, stuff you just can't put into a formula.
Right. And Einstein doesn't disagree. He actually says that both art and science, they're after the same truth,
Wow.
just in totally different ways.
Interesting.
It's like they're each holding a piece of this massive cosmic puzzle,
Yeah.
Tagore's seeing like the beauty, the emotions in the picture, and Einstein's trying to work out how all the pieces fit together.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
And speaking of pieces fitting together, they talk about this idea of being connected over and over again, right?
Oh, definitely. Like when Tagore uses those really vivid images of threads, woven together to make up, well, existence.
Right.
And we hear it from Einstein, too, when he talks about being part of something way bigger than just us. It's like he understands that even when you're super logical and scientific, it still leads you to this universe that's full of mystery.
That's amazing. And in all that vastness, being connected to everything, Tagore thought empathy was really important. Like
Yeah.
really getting each other, making those connections.
Yeah.
That's how we make a better world, a more harmonious one.
Absolutely. And it's pretty powerful that Einstein, this guy, all about logic and reason,
I know, right?
he totally agreed. He even said that knowledge without thinking about what's right and wrong is actually a dangerous thing.
That makes you think, especially these days.
Yeah,
It seems like we're always drowning in information, opinions flying everywhere.
it's true. And it makes you wonder, are we really using all this knowledge in the right way?
Right.
It's something Tagore and Einstein were worried about, too. They were there for the dawn of like crazy technological change. The radio was brand new. Cars were becoming more common.
Yeah.
They saw the good and the bad in all of it, kind of like how we're seeing it now with all our tech.
So they weren't saying progress is bad.
No, not at all.
More like, don't forget to be human.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And part of being human, it's about having those spiritual experiences that Einstein talked about, those moments when you're just blown away, you feel connected to something so much bigger.
I love those moments.
Yeah, and they can come from anywhere, like looking at a painting you love, or finally understanding some scientific idea that unlocks like a secret of the universe.
It's about remembering there's more to us than just facts and figures.
Yeah, absolutely. Tagore really believed that we've got this inner world that we have to take care of. It's
Yeah.
the part of us that appreciates beauty, that connects with other people on a deeper level.
I like that.
He said that's what makes us human, cultivating that spiritual side.
And maybe if we do that, take care of that inner world,
Yeah.
then we can use all this technology, all this knowledge in a better way. It's all about finding that balance, wouldn't you say? Logic and emotion.
I think that's it. Because if we ignore that side of ourselves, that wonder, and we get so caught up in progress that we forget what it means to be human, well, we lose ourselves along the way. And I don't think Tagore or Einstein would want that for us.
It's really something, isn't it? Tagore and Einstein, they're both kind of pushing us to see ourselves and the universe in this, like, bigger, more complete way.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like they're saying, embrace it all. The
Yeah.
rational, the emotional, the science part, the spiritual part.
It's not about picking sides, right? It's realizing that all these different ways we experience the world, they actually work together.
Yeah.
When we open ourselves up to all of it, that's how we really start to understand.
It's like Tagore's using poetry to show us how beautiful the universe is.
Yeah.
And Einstein's using equations to figure out, like, how it all works.
Yeah, exactly. And in the end, both of those, the poetry and the physics, they're pointing to something bigger than we can really grasp, something that just makes you feel awe.
Yeah, and that's where you find the really interesting stuff, right? In that mystery.
Absolutely.
So we've spent all this time with Tagore and Einstein. What do we take with us? What do our listeners walk away with after hearing all this?
If you remember just one thing, let it be this. Never stop asking questions.
Mm-hmm.
Never stop exploring. Keep looking for those moments that take your breath away. Whether it's a painting, a scientific discovery, or just looking up at the stars.
Because in those moments, it's like we connect to something huge and unknowable, right?
Yeah.
We remember that we're part of something so much bigger than just ourselves.
And realizing that we're part of something so vast and incredible, it can change everything.
Right.
It can make us want to connect with each other more deeply, to really see the beauty around us, to use what we know to make the world a better place.
So this deep dive, it wasn't just about these two brilliant minds. It's about all of us. It was about encouraging everyone listening to go on their own journeys, to make their own discoveries.
Yeah.
We're all connected to each other, to the universe, through all these shared experiences.
Exactly. And who knows what's out there waiting to be discovered, both inside ourselves and out there in the universe. Keep asking those big questions. Keep looking for those moments of wonder. And never lose sight of the beauty, the mystery. It's everywhere.